I woke up and saw that it was the same man who was our landlord. I quickly turned on the light and he sat down next to me and talked to me for a long time. There was so much sweetness in his words that I wanted to keep talking to him, because anyway, I was alone in the house and my husband wasn't there either. My name is Miris. I am 36 years old. I live in the United States. I am a school teacher. I have to go to school every day and teach children, but my salary is very low. Everything is expensive here. My salary is never enough. My husband works in another city. He visits home after a week or two. Before that, he just sends money. But he cannot visit home every day, but that does not cover the bills. I often stay alone at home. I clean my house, cook breakfast, eat, and go to my duty, that is, school. When I return home, I rest a little, change clothes, cook food, and then do small chores around the house. I have one child. He is still very young. He is 1 year old. Sometimes during the rains, the roof of our house leaks. Sometimes the stove fails. I often do not tell my husband about my problems, so that he does not worry more. One morning before school, I read the newspaper. I saw an ad in the newspaper and I stopped. Someone needed a room to rent. Short stay, quick money. The idea never left me. That afternoon, I wrote a note. Room available. Quiet house. Clean environment, that is. I answered the ad in a very nice way. It was just a short stay for a few days. I thought that some money would come from the rent, and things would improve. I told myself that this was temporary. 2 days later, a man knocked on my door. His name was Mr. Burdish. He said that he was passing through on business. He was talking very calmly, and smiling very sweetly, and talking very sweetly. He looked clean. He asked a few questions. He wanted the upstairs room. He said I would give you double the rent. I thought about the roof. What would happen if it rained? He said I would only stay here for 2 days. I thought about the bills. I didn't think about my husband. I didn't think about the danger. I said, yes, come on. That evening, he came in with a small suitcase. He quietly closed the door and went upstairs. The house didn't feel empty anymore. He felt watched. I heard his footsteps after midnight. It was as if he was coming closer to me. I woke up and saw that it was the same man who was our landlord. I quickly turned on the light and he sat down next to me and talked to me for a long time. There was so much sweetness in his words that I wanted to keep talking to him, because anyway, I was alone in the house and my husband wasn't there either. Then I heard him going and coming back. His footsteps were slow. That evening, I saw black marks on his shoes. I told myself that it was dirt. I didn't ask. That night, I heard metal sounds from upstairs. Furniture moving, scratching. I was silent until morning. Before dawn, he left. He didn't say goodbye. He didn't even tell me, and he left forever. I was very worried. Now my heart was very restless because of him. I didn't even remember my husband. This man was all I had in mind. When I entered it, a strange smell was coming from the room above. The bed sheets were scattered here and there. The floorboards near the wall were scratched. I opened the window and tried to breathe. That afternoon, my husband also returned home. He looked tired but felt relieved to be home. He immediately smelled the smell. What happened here, he asked. I told him about the tenant. I told him about the money. His face was slowly changing. Not with anger, but with fear. Later in the evening, the police arrived at our house. They asked about a man who lived in our house. They said he was wanted for a serious crime in the next town. They said the evidence was still here. They searched the upstairs room. They didn't look at me while they worked. When they left, my husband didn't speak. That night, she slept on the couch. In the morning, she packed her bags. Why did you let a stranger stay in our house without telling me? She asked me. I had no answer. I kept quiet out of shame. She left quietly. The house is silent now, but it feels different. My hard-earned money is gone. The roof is still leaking. Sometimes I hear footsteps upstairs when no one is there. I'm still alive, but I'm alone in a house that no longer feels like mine. And it all started with an advertisement and a lonely decision. My husband left me forever and now I live here alone. Me and my child.